go, Cowboy Nation. Let's go. One way or another, we're going to get this thing going, right? And we're back. Let's go, Cowboy Nation. You guys know how this thing go. Really appreciate each and every last one of you all. Thank you guys for being part of the nation. Now, the off season is always a process where we learn. We learn from what we try to pick up. We try to see how we can better our best and so many options. And I would have to say this, Cowboy Nation. When we start to look at these players, there's one thing that we would say. We want to know whether or not these players are going to be better than what they were last year, or pretty much better than what they were when they was first drafted. But we got to point out the fact, Randall Cobb, he's one of those guys that we have to say to ourselves, man, he's a student of the game. He's experienced. He knows how to run every route in the tree. They're scratching their heads now saying, hey, how can we keep this brother on the field? We don't want to move him off the field. Why? We definitely don't want to do that because he brings in so many different components to this team that can help us out tremendously. And hey, Cowboy Nation, I want you guys to understand and know this right now. Yes, we are live like 95. And as we continue to grow, baby, I'm telling you, one thing that I must say, that I can't wait for this offense to come together all together. And we see the Tony Pollards. He's showing spotlights out there. And also the John Vea Johnson. I'm hearing so much news, good news about him. And on my Instagram, you guys can see a lot of stuff that's out there that's been posted. Let's jump over to the Instagram right quick. I want to first pull up this thing by Mike Fisher. He says, Cowboys OTAs, offense again, this week is very focused on 11 personnel stuff. And there's two reasons why. Your boy, Kellen Moore, he sees value in borrowing the Rams system, their philosophies, their thought tracks, and things like that. And also, like I said earlier, Randall Cobb might end up being too good to keep off the field. And I'm saying this, real talk. Man, we have to figure out ways to utilize the middle of that field. And when you start to utilize the middle of the field, man, we already know what your boy Amari Cooper can do as it relates to stretching the field and also playing inside and outside. But we're talking about the second year with Michael Gallup. Second year, that's when every player start to be realizing this is what the defense is trying to do, and this is what we're going to take away. Shout out to you, Ivan. Yes, we are live like 95. Yes, Edwin, he says, real talk. Yes, well said. And yes, Cowboys family, America Monster. Yeah, appreciate you guys. Thank you guys. Buck Bureau, appreciate you for tuning in. We're live on multiple channels here, so I really appreciate you guys for tuning in to the nation. So now that we putting in all these things, I would like to see you guys on June the 15th. That we will have an event with my boy Alan Hearns, and we'll pull up some of that stuff too. Let's pull up that information. I would love to see you all so you guys can be out there and support the nation. You guys, we got so many things that's going around the corner. Be inspired by Alan Hearns, Dallas Cowboys wide receiver, and his mother Erica Wilson, and she's an author of a book. It had two happenings. So it had to happen, I meant to say. So, yeah, so that's what we would like to see you all out at this event. And we would love to see y'all beautiful faces out there as it relates to Cowboys sports talk and getting autographs and things like that. I have to pull up this right here for you guys so you guys can see what I'm talking about as it relates to Alan Hearns and what he's going to be doing out there as far as that event. It's one of those things, Cowboy Nation, where you have to say to yourself, man, I can't wait to see this guy because he have a story to tell. And a lot of people said last year, well, he didn't really come to shine that much. No, I saw all last year Alan Hearns picking up the offense and then Dak Prescott being more comfortable with him. And then all of a sudden we saw that connection, especially towards the latter part of the year, and especially that Seattle Seahawks game that he kind of, hurt himself. But I would say the Giants game he showed up pretty well in the previous game before that. So we really want to see you guys out there showing your support, showing your love out there for him and his mom Erica. And this will be the autographs is what $15 and 8x10 is $20. The autograph with the picture with Allen is $30, but it's a free admission, so you can just come out there, enjoy yourself, kick it, relax, chill, and have a merry good time. You know what I mean? So Cowboy Nation, let's continue to support this team and support everybody, and let's grow this thing one by one day at a time. And I always use this philosophy now, brick by brick. Yes. So another thing that I would like to say, and this is not me throwing salt or shade at this guy, but I can't wait to see this brother. I really, really want to see Thanksgiving game. Oh, Cole Beast, let's see what you say.
Dude's a heck of an athlete. Might be the best athlete I've ever played with at quarterback. Just being able to throw it and run it. Dude's a heck of a basketball player. He can shoot. He can hit the baseball. So I'm excited to get out there with him. Dude's a heck of an athlete.
That was Cole Beasley on on the gram. Well, on the gram talking about the athleticism of his quarterback, and he said the Josh Allen, I believe his name, is the best quarterback that he ever played with or he ever had a chance to play with, right? And I want to know your thoughts, Cowboy Nation. Are you guys thinking that Cole Beasley got any longitude and latitude to start talking about quarterback play? I mean, do he have anything longitude, latitude? And trust me, we love Cole Beasley, especially he's a friend of the show, a friend of the nation, is everything. So let me know how you guys feel, because now he gonna have to catch a pass going across the middle, and we got a guy that wears number 55. We also got a guy that wears 54. So hey. It's going to be medieval for him, and it's going to be crazy to see him in another uniform. Yeah, Alan Hearn was clutch. Yes, Derek Savage. Yes, he was clutch for us. Yes, indeed. Philly Cowboys 76 is brick by brick. Yeah, we build this nation up one day at a time, one movement at a time, brick by brick at a time. Cole is slipping. This is from his own. Cole is sipping on his own hot sauce. Yes, Philly Cowboys 76, the Predator. Yes. Another thing that I will like to pull up too. Let's go back to the gram. I really appreciate you guys. Let me see. We were talking about this right here. Mike Fisher from 105.3 The Fan. Hey, we all talked about Jeff Heath. We all talked about George Iloka. We all talked about Xavier Woods. But what I posted earlier, I said, hey, Jeff Heath is the starting safety. You can book it, because remember we was talking about the philosophy of picking up this defense. And people fail to realize this was Jeff Heath first year in the defense last year. I know he missed the tackle in L.A. Everybody, the tackle that was missed from all around the world. Jeff got to the golf. Jared Goff was able to get to the sideline, and he Houdini'd him. But at the same time, going into his second year in this particular defense, I don't think George Iloka knows it more than Jeff. I don't think that the Donovan Wilson kid knows it more than Jeff. So Mike Fisher put out, hey, like it or not, but I'm told in the OTAs the starters are clearly Xavier Woods and Jeff Heath. Iloka's in the second team to help to Heath not rotating up. So my thing is, a lot of people was in the comment box saying that, hey, what do we see Jeff Heath going at? Why did we pick up George Iloka if they're not going to compete with one another? Remember this: if you go back to week 1 and week 2 against the Giants and whoever we played, the Giants? No, I'm getting it backwards. I think we played last year the Carolina Panthers week 1, right? And then we played the Giants. Your boy Kayvon Frazier was out there. And Kayvon Frazier is your strong safety. Now, when teams went into heavy run formations, they rolled Kayvon out there. And Kayvon is your traditional strong safety. He got the build, he got the size and all that stuff to play strong safety. But what happened was Kayvon got into a little injury situation with his shoulder, and they heavily started putting in Jeff Heath, and they moved, of course, Xavier Woods to play the single high. So the problem is Jeff Heath, to me, he's one of the better free safeties on his team, but he's played strong safety all last year. Give the guy a little chance. Yeah, a lot of people's calling him the modern day Bill Bates. Just wait. Oh, wait. Shout out to you, Roy. Appreciate you, man. So, with that being said, Cowboy Nation, let's just pump the brakes a little bit. Let all this stuff play out. Then eventually you guys can see what Jeff Heath can bring into his second year with Chris Richard. Now, my thing is, do you still try to better your best? Will the Lion season be over with in a few more days or in a few more weeks when we get to rolling out there to training camp? And then when you really start to see, okay, this guy really can't play out in space, or this guy can't tackle to save his life, then they'll pick up the phones and say, hey, Eric, Barry, what's up? You want to try out something? You want to play for this veteran minimum, stuff like that. So that's how the NFL work, Cowboy Nation. Stellos, it said Jeff Heath. No way. Yes, indeed. If Kayvon was looking good in 2016, just keep getting hurt. This is from Savage Time. I agree. Not 1%, but I agree 1,000,000%. Kayvon, believe it or not, is all his life he been hurt. 2016, he got hurt towards the latter part of that year. 2017, he had a little problem with his hips, as well as with the shoulder, I believe. And 2017, he was really saying that, hey, I can cover. I was just having these little issues. And then 18, of course, he had the shoulder deal again. So maybe this year will be a make it or break it year for him, and we can see the value that he brings. But if not, I think that all across the board, Cowboy Nation, we are solid. We are solid in running back world. And, of course, they talking about Duke Johnson on the fan. And my thing is, I would like to see a little bit more of Tony Pollard. And believe it or not, if Darius Jackson start week 1 and Ezekiel Elliott, I'm going to knock on wood, if he's injured or what have you, or if he's suspended, what have you, I'm still comfortable rolling out with Darius Jackson and Tony Pollard. Just because I know that Darius Jackson is a hard runner, north and south, and he's not going to be the guy that you can just sneeze at out there on the field if he's given the opportunity. Jonathan Perez says, Trey Boston. We'll see. We just got to wait and got to have old patience, as they say. Let me see what we have against. Yes, most teams do pass, so that's the thing. And who's worried about Jeff Heath and coverage? Let me know. Let me know who's worried about Jeff Heath out in coverage. It's more so when you see the opening out in field and you see him coming down and tackling out in space. Mike Weber will be available. Yes. Now, my thing is, on the depth chart so far with Mike Weber, he's behind Darius Jackson. The Chubb kid that's on our team, he's behind them as well. So is it a reach for us to say that Mike Weber would be a starter week 1? Nah, I would say, but the Tony Pollard, the guy that can catch the ball out of the backfield and can do so much for us, man. And then remember, we might just end up going with, 3 running backs? So you have Ezekiel, you go with Tony Pollard, and then you go with probably a Darius Jackson. And then the fourth person will be the fullback, which I don't count as the running back, would be the Jamez Olawale, who is also an H-back that can catch the ball out of the backfield. Now, you might go short with your tight ends, which we talked about on the round table. And my thing is, with the tight end situation, they're saying Schultz is not really shining like he's supposed to during OTAs. And remember, this is still just practice. We're talking about practice, right? So there's still practice. So you still have the quote-unquote Jarwin who's shining. And on top of that, reliable. They saying that he's been everybody's looking up to him. And, of course, today is Veterans Day, so you really won't see him out there shining. But they're saying that Jason Witten is still kicking everybody's tail out there as far as OTA is concerned. I think Weber would beat Jackson out on the third spot. This is from Brandon Downey. It's going to be – that's why I like it. That's why I love this season right here, because now you got the iron sharpening irons type of situation. And we would want the younger fish to win, right? Naturally, because we said Darius Jackson, he had his spell already with the Cowboys. We want to see some different type of guys back there. But the Cowboys going to roll with what? 2 quarterbacks, 3 running backs, and the wide receiver. The battles that we're looking for, Cowboys, the wide receiver battles in the defensive front. It's already given. I think now in a perfect world, if I was the guy that was on the defensive coach, as far as the defensive backs, I know that as far as the eyeball test and as far as what you see with your eyes, that you would look at Jordan Lewis and you would say, man, in this particular system, he's not an outside corner. To me personally, I would start week 1 with Byron Jones on one side, and I have Jordan Lewis on the other, and I will flex or kick Cheeto or Woozier inside, and I would still have your boy Xavier Woods out there and Jeff Heath. That would be my starting lineup. But we'll see how everything folds and everything goes from here, Cowboy Nation. Appreciate you guys. That's pretty much all the time that I have for this beautiful day. Thank you guys for subscribing to this channel. Don't forget to hit that notification button, because we go live at various times. Support Cowboys Experience as well as the other platforms that we are on. Really thank you all. Don't forget, save the date for June the 15th. I cannot wait to see you all down there at the Lava Cantina at Frisco. And we'll be there one way or another. Let's continue to grind. Let's continue to shine, baby. Let's go, Cowboy Nation. Let's go. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're going to have to worry about the kickers, too. Yeah. Shout out to y'all. Yeah. Oh. And remember, you all are listening in to nothing but the best. Salute. Let's go, Cowboy Nation. Let me see some fire emojis, man. Let's light this. Let's light that box up, man. There you go. Light that box up, baby. Let's go. Salute. We on this thing, baby. We are on this thing. Let's go. There we go. I see somebody with the fire emoji. There you go, Morgan. Appreciate you. Now we can light this thing up, baby. There we go. Yes. I'm not going to leave until I see some fire up in this thing, baby. Let's go. Let's go, Cowboy Nation. There we go. There we go. One way or another. They say if you want a thing bad enough to go out and fight for it, to work day and night for it, to give up your time and your peace and your sleep for it, if all of your desires of it makes you quite mad enough that you don't get tired of it. Yes, there we go. There we go, baby. Now we out of here, baby. Yeah. There we go. And remember, you all are listening to absolutely nothing but the best. Salute.